Salvete and welcome. Basically, we're going to just jump right into it because this is the first turn of my Julii campaign. And if you watched the preview episode, then you already know basically what we're doing here. And if you don't, then you should either watch that or just keep watching this episode because we're just going to, again, just jump right into it. I've already done all of the opening moves that I would do with the towns, basically just kind of moving or training troops, building stables here and a port here. And of course, we're going to take the city of Segesta in our first turn. I basically just gathered all the troops that I have that aren't like town watchmen into this army here. Not because we need all of that to take Segesta. As you can see, it's not exactly the most well-defended settlement, but just because this is going to be the army, starting army, I guess, that's going to be walking around and doing the fighting. And again, we'll just have town watchmen kind of watch things back here while this army is moving around. So, let's go ahead and bring some order, good Roman order to Stinking Gauls. Though, technically they're rebels, but if you look at them, they're barbarians. I mean, it's useless to just, like, recognize the difference between them. They're all barbarians. It doesn't make a difference. So, one helping of Roman order coming right up. And here we already have a difference between the remastered version and the original version. The original Rome Total War technically did have night battles, but it was in the DLC, in Barbarian Invasion. Actually, it might have been in Alexander as well, but I do not know that for sure. I do not remember what benefits either that you get from fighting a night battle, other than I presume it's very dark. So I guess, you know what, we're just going to leave it unchecked for now, and I'll have to look up later what is even the point of that, why that even helps. And we're just going to go ahead and fight our first battle. Alright, so to start things off, let's move our missile. Oh, I still had the cavalry selected. Let's not do that. Actually, let's do that, because now I need to tell them to go back. Infantry, go here. So get rid of those banners. Basically, we're just going to have our archers and skirmishers kind of move forward and see if we can get the enemy to kind of come to us. Appears the interface for the most part is the same as it is in the original Rome Total War. Well, except for I think the camera is a little better. Also, there appears to be it actually tells you the distance that your units will fire, which definitely was not a thing in the original one. All right, are they going to come to us? Looks like they are.
Units! Units! Hurry! Hurry! Units! Units!
Oh, really trying to come to grips with... Oh dear, what are you guys doing? Get out of here. Get out of there.
At the double!
They are getting the advantage of charging down a hill, but they are peasants fighting Hastati, so that's not going to end well for them anyways. So yeah, the Triarii go around there. Oh, do not fire at will anymore. Don't fire at will either. Get in there and kill them before they get back to the center, because then they're just going to stand and fight to the death. Alright, so now while we let them fight, let's move around to the back here. And I just realized I shouldn't have the Triarii doing this, because they're actually trained at a much higher level of... Whoa, what are you guys doing? Get over here. Can you do that? Is that an order you can follow? It is. Excellent. I see the pathfinding is kind of as wonky as ever.
Wait for my order.
Okay, let's go around there. Hopefully that is an order that they will follow. Alright, let's just bring the general forward. Now, if I tell you guys to throw your spears, will you obligingly throw them over the heads of your comrades in the front there? Or not? Okay, let's see what happens if I tell them. No, no, stop! Stop, 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 stop! Oh, what are you guys doing? I knew I should have watched what you guys were up to. Wait, were those the guys that I sent around here? So annoying. I want to attack from the rear here. Controls are not the best, though. Alright, here, let's do this. Line up and throw your spears. Pretty please. And you see, this is why it's always good to test out controls and things beforehand, because otherwise they'll do really stupid crap like this. I guess you guys might as well just join in the fight. You guys don't fire, lest something terrible happen. I don't even know why I sent this here. Well, I guess you could say that I did test things as I originally intended.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemy's
Alright, you know what? Just charge in. Now let's get a good look at the units. Both from I want to see how they look in the remastered version, and also because you may recall, I said in the preview episode we installed the blood mod. So I just want to see how it looks. I have to admit, I don't really see anyone that looks like they've got blood on them. Oh wait, this guy does right here, in the center of the screen here. Okay, he's actually quite bloodied up. Oh, as is, I see there's a bit of blood on this guy. You see, this is what I would want from a blood mod, or just from vanilla blood, to be honest, would be, you know, just kind of subtle blood. You know, no huge... Oh, is that a splurt of blood? Okay, I missed it, but whatever. The point is that he's not, like, drenched in blood. He's got a bunch of blood on him, and so does, you know, this guy here, but, you know, it's not like they're just colored red. Red with blood. Oh, I like this. I think this mod is going to be good. Wow, this guy's particularly bloodied. I assume he's about to go down. Animations and everything look pretty much the same, but the unit graphics definitely got a nice update. Wait, there is blood splurts occurring in the background here. I mean, they only occur for a moment, but yes, I am seeing them now. Alright, and in a moment, all of these filthy barbarian rebels will be dead, and this little settlement will be ours. Last couple of guys here.
Ready! Rome demands victory from her generals, and this day is clearly our victory!
Clearly our victory indeed. Alright. Wait, I lost 101 guys? Really? I guess I wasn't paying as close attention as I thought I was to some of my casualties. I'll have to check that on the campaign map. I should also say I am playing on extreme unit size, which I think is also something new to the remastered version. The original was just huge. So I guess casualty figures are probably going to be larger as well, but I'll have to check that on the campaign map here in a moment. All right, so let's go ahead and occupy it, and let me just check the state of my army here really quick. Okay, that unit suffered pretty heavily, and I'm guessing that's because they were the ones who were engaged the whole time.
Imperator.
Let's see. They don't... Oh, eesh. 400, I think, is the minimum population that you're allowed... Oh, whoa. No. This is the population here, which is 900. This is the population needed to upgrade the settlement. Ah, that's actually kind of convenient. I mean, I think I used to have these numbers memorized, but I definitely don't anymore, so that's kind of useful, which means I can upgrade this settlement here. But anyway, we have taken Segesta. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I believe that there are rebel settlements kind of around here. Well, there's one here, and I think some of the ones over here might be rebels too. So I'm debating whether or not I should just try and take them first before going to war with the Gauls. But I'm not sure. In fact, I'm not sure about taking this settlement here because I feel like once war breaks out with the Gauls, they'll just take it right off of me. Because my army presumably will probably be over here attacking these settlements here. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and pass through their territory. Again, we don't care if we upset them or anything because, well, we're going to be at war soon. I can't think of any Julii campaign I ever played where the Gauls didn't declare war shortly or where I declared war. So that's going to be the plan going forward. We're just going to try and keep our forces as in tip-top shape as we can, maybe train up some more. We're going to go over here and take this settlement. There might be a settlement up here that we want to take too, if it's rebel, or if not, I guess we won't. And then it'll probably be a war with the Gauls. So I will bring you guys back as soon as I have more to show you. All right, and welcome back. So, not much has changed, though a couple of things of note. First off, I have received a request from the Senate to take the city of Caralis, which is over here. And obviously that's a Carthaginian settlement, and we are not at war with them, so that's going to cause a war if I were to do that. I think I am going to do that. I was going to just kind of ignore it, to be honest, but I think since it's so close to the beginning of the game, I should be somewhat deferential to those to the senators, the respectable senators, and their wishes. So basically, I just sent one of my quote-unquote spare generals over here, had him recruit a couple of mercenaries, and he's going to take the lightly defended city of town or whatever of Caralis. The fleet is, meanwhile, just going to come on over here and see. There should be a settlement here, and I'm pretty sure it's a Carthaginian settlement. So we're just going to see how well defended that is, since once we do that, we are going to be at war with Carthage, and I just kind of want to get an idea of what their military strength might be in the area. Also, it looks like the Scipii are having difficulties taking Syracuse, so not sure how much help they will be, or if they'll obligingly take out that Carthaginian settlement themselves. I don't know. Now, up here in northern Italy, I did come and I've besieged the little city here, or town of Segestica. And my spy found another rebel settlement up here. Of course, the Gauls are going to take that one, to be honest. And the Gauls would have taken this one, too, but I managed to get here just ahead of them. They actually blocked my army over here when I tried to go around through their territory. And they were like, no, you can't do that. So I just had built one ship here and had him just kind of cross the water, take the army there. And again, we got there just ahead of the Gauls.
Aye, Captain.
I believe, yes, he also has another one of my quote-unquote spare generals, and he's going to go down here towards Greece. Because there are a few rebel settlements here that we may or may not be able to just kind of sneakily take in with some mercenaries. That's actually what I did with my last campaign, is I had, I think it was Athens, maybe? There's a settlement, I think, around here that was a rebel settlement. So the Bruttii took, like, all the rest of this area here. But I got this one settlement here, and I took the island of Crete as well. A little later on, I then took the Isle of Rhodes, too. And this was all done with, like, a general and some mercenaries that he hired, rather than my, you know, quote-unquote main armies. This also gives me access to... There's a mercenary unit called Cretan Archers down here, which is a really good archer unit, and certainly far superior to the Roman one. So I did recruit like just a whole bunch of them and send them north to like join my other armies and kind of give them a little extra firepower. I also did something a little sneaky where I actually used mostly Greek hoplites as my main infantry unit, just because there's plenty of mercenary units of them around here. So, ironically, despite playing as Rome, you know, we conquered much of Europe with Greek mercenary units rather than Roman ones. I mean, there were Roman units in each army, like there was like war dog units, some cavalry, things like that. But since I am comparing this very, very much to my last campaign, I want to see how many of the quote-unquote tricks that I used last time could actually work here in the remastered version. So that's his mission, is to come down here and see if we can start a Greek mercenary recruiting drive and maybe take a couple of settlements that might be lightly defended. But anyway, that's for the future. For now, we need to take the city of Segestica. I believe the Gauls are now allied with Carthage, by the way, so I don't know if my attack of Carthage will immediately cause them to go to war with me. It certainly won't make them happy, though, so we'll have to see. But anyway, it is time to take Segestica, so let's get right into it. Oh, and I did look up what fighting night battles does. For one thing, it actually increases the command of your general. So you see how it's 4 right now, and I checked the box, and now he's got 5. So that's pretty good. I believe it would also prevent enemy reinforcements, which doesn't matter in this battle. And I think that's it. I thought I read something about how some people thought, oh, it also like hid your soldiers better, but I don't know about that. But to be honest, there's no disadvantage to fighting a night battle when you have that trait, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Alright, and the Battle of Segestica has begun. Basically, we're just going to move up our battering rams here, take out the walls and the gate, maybe pick off a few of them with our lone archer unit, and kill them all. They should have only the 2 units of Illyrian mercenaries, and indeed, here is one of them now. Their archers have reached their position, so they will start firing here in a moment.
Our soldiers have reached the gates with a battering ram. Our soldiers are at the walls. Now they must batter a way through.
How obliging of them to just kind of stand still while the arrows come flying in. I believe these guys themselves are actually like a skirmisher type infantry, so they can throw lots of javelins. Not like the Hastati where they throw 2 and then they're done, but they can actually throw a few, I believe. Oh, they actually have 3 units. Right, they did have 3 units of Illyrian mercenaries. I thought it was 2, but no. It was 3. Alright, now they're moving.
The enemy gate is down! Our battering ram has done its work! Archers!
You might have to tell the archers to start firing if they come out of the... Okay. I think in the old game, they never used to try and come outside to try and like attack you. They always waited inside the settlement, which is probably wise.
The gods have smiled on us today! The walls are broken! Our troops should be ordered forward!
I mean, it's wise unless they're being shot by, you know, archers repeatedly. Okay, what we are going to try and do now is we're going to have the Hastati come in here and see if we can attack them. And we'll have the general line up over here. Basically, I want to try and intercept this unit and try and avoid having them get back to the center of the settlement.
Wait for my order.
Right, don't fire at will anymore.
Move!
We'll have the general here because that'll help make sure that we're able to run them down.
Ready.
Oh, they're going to fire on the Hastati. Shoot. You guys, switch places. In fact, why don't you guys just get inside the center, or get inside the settlement. have these Hastati units both attack this unit, and then we'll have the general chase them down and hopefully get to them before they get back to the center of the settlement. Oh, okay, the Hastati actually have engaged them. For a minute, I thought they were, going to fire again. Alright, General, get in here. Hastati kind of move out of the way. Dang it. I think they're going to make it back. They're skirmisher infantry, so they're actually pretty quick. Alright, General, come back here. We're going to have this General kind of go around back and attack this Illyrian unit from the rear, assuming they don't start running.
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
And also, it looks like those guys are actually coming. That could be a problem. Get another unit in there. Actually, why don't we get you guys all in here as well? General, you kind of come forward just a bit. Alright. And the general unit attacks them in the rear, and they start retreating. That's what we wanted. Now you Hastati just kind of line up here. And I hear the rebels being slaughtered. Is what we wanted to hear.
General!
He's behind you. Okay, there we go.
General! General! Ready!
Alright, excellent. Now, General, come back here. Which I guess you won't be able to come exactly right there, but that's fine. Alright, so, where are they going now? Looks like some of them... The fresh unit is coming this way. Alright, let's see if we can get the archers in here. The Stadi move over here. Have the general kind of move over here. Actually, we're going to have the general kind of run around here. Because I think what we could do... This is the unit that's already tired, already mostly beaten. So the general can take them out on their own, on his own, I'm sure, without like any real casualties.
Archers!
And we'll have the archers just kind of whittle this unit down a bit, and then we'll have the general finish them off. And the only unit not in the settlement is the Triarii, so I guess we'll just kind of have them move up. We won't need them or anything, and I'm kind of trying to avoid having the Triarii engage because I have no way of replenishing them. You need a large city and the equivalent barracks of a large city in order to replenish them, so we're just going to kind of ignore that.
General!
Okay, general, over here. We should be able to run around the back of them. By the way, are you guys firing at... Okay, you are firing at the Illyrians in front of you. That's what I wanted to know.
General!
Alright, good. And they're going to come around the side there and attack them from the rear, which is what we want. We might have to take a shot or two from them. Get him, General.
General!
Alright. Archers, retreat. And it looks like the cavalry are attacking from the rear here, and they immediately break and run. Alright, now these guys I think will fight for at least a little bit. But not for very long. Alright, continue. Now, since this is a settlement battle, we could just end it right now, and they would still lose all their troops, and we would gain the settlement and everything. It'd be fine, but I can't remember if cutting down retreating enemies actually gains a unit experience. And since it'll only be a moment or two, for us to kill them all. I don't see why not. I'll have to look that up and see if a unit still gains experience by defeating a retreating enemy. Oh, I was going to say, there must be like one guy still alive somewhere around here. But no, victory is ours. Yeah, that's not so bad. All right, and we're just going to go ahead and occupy it. We do want this settlement after all. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. The campaign map is actually dark. As if, like, we literally just fought a night battle, and so now the campaign map is dark as well, and you can see, like, the glow of the cities. You know, you can imagine the fires and everything. That's kind of interesting. That wasn't a thing in the old game. Or, I mean, it couldn't have been in the base game because, again, it didn't have night battles. But I don't remember it doing that in, like, Barbarian Invasion, for example. Interesting. That's kind of cool, though. All right, but anyway, we're going to repair Segestica, start building it up. We are probably going to go to war with the Gauls here momentarily, assuming they don't attack us themselves. And I will bring you guys back as more things of interest happen. All right, and welcome back once again. It has been just a few turns, but just to bring you up to date, everyone is now at war with Carthage, which I guess is not too much of a surprise. Well, I say everyone. All of the other Roman factions, not literally everyone is at war with Carthage, just the other Roman factions, which I think is supposed to happen when you declare war on someone, the other Roman factions just kind of all join in. Basically, Segestica is still under our control. The Gauls actually didn't attack, which I kind of thought they were going to. In fact, they actually came and asked for trade rights, and I was like, yeah, all right. We can always kill them later. The Gauls failed to take Uvavum. At least that's how I choose to pronounce that. And it looked like they were going to send more troops, but the Germans are getting there first, so they're probably going to take it. That's a little annoying, actually, because I'm still convinced we are going to go to war with Gauls somewhat soon here, and if they had taken it, that means I could have taken it off of them. The Germans are taking it. I don't know that I will be going to war with them anytime soon, so that city will just kind of be out of our hands. For a city that's not out of our hands, we have Massilia over here, which is still under rebel control. I actually thought the Gauls would take it somewhat quickly, but they actually didn't. So I've already brought the army back to Arretium. There'll be a ship here next turn, so we're just going to kind of load up on a couple of war dogs, put them in the army, put them all on the ships, and go and take Massilia. Let's see. So our Greek expedition is nearly here. I'm going to see how many units are actually holding the Isle of Crete here. I'm pretty sure it's rebel-controlled. Pretty sure. Unless I guess maybe the Greeks have already taken it. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Assuming it's still rebel-controlled, and assuming I can gather some mercenaries, we're going to take it. Then maybe we'll see if there's like another rebel settlement somewhere around here we might be able to take. I feel like there is one, but the AI may have taken it, so I guess we'll just see. The Scipii were able to take Syracuse, and of course they are now at war with Carthage, though I'm not sure if they're going to attack or not, because this army's kind of been just hanging around there for a couple of turns, so I guess we'll see what they do. And last but not least, our siege of Caralis. It's now time to go ahead and attack and take the place. We only have the one battering ram, but that should be enough for our purposes. Oh, and he actually has the night battle. Oh no, it's grayed out. Oh, okay. I thought he had the night battle ability as well. The Night Fighter trait is unlocked at command level 4. Or by winning a night battle. That's odd. Is he not at command level 4? Is that not what that means? Well, I definitely can't click it, so we're just going to fight a regular battle here. Alright, so the attack on Caralis has begun. Just, again, a single battering ram. One of the things in this game that I had actually forgotten about was that the amount of troops you actually bring actually determines how quickly you can build siege equipment. So when we attacked Segestica, I actually had 3 battering rams because that's how many I could build in a single turn. Whereas with this much smaller force, this 1 battering ram took 2 turns. So that's why we only have the 1, though we realistically only need the 1. Batter down the gate, have our peltists do a bit of work on some of these guys here. Literally 1 unit of peasants and 1 of militia, so it's not like we're in any real danger of losing or anything, but let's try and keep our casualties as low as possible. One thing about mercenary units is you can't retrain them at all, so if you lose someone, you lose someone.
Our soldiers have reached the gates with a battering ram. The enemy gate is down! Our battering ram has done its work!
Alright, so the gate is down. Let's get in there. Have the hoplites go first and form a phalanx formation right there, and that should prevent them from coming to get us.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken!
Mercenary peltest! Mercenary peltests!
Alright, we'll tell these guys not to fire at will. In you go.
Hurry! Hurry!
Hoplites!
It's interesting that they're not actually coming to fight at all.
General!
I mean, I guess they don't really need to. In fact, if I was controlling their army, it probably would be better to fight in the center of the settlement, because now they won't be able to rout. They'll actually fight to the death, and so they'll do the maximum amount of damage. But I think typically they would actually come, you know, once you had kind of gone through the gate. They would send at least 1 unit, but, you know, I guess not. At least not in, not this time. Alright, so how do we want to do this, though? I guess I could try lining up my hoplites here and the peltists behind them and, like, have them throw their spears, but I think if we get that close, they'll actually attack. Which, again, isn't necessarily a problem. Alright, what we'll do is we'll send the hoplites here, and we'll have the peltists kind of, well, line up basically behind them. Depending on whether they move in or not, that will determine whether we stop them early or not. They do want these guys to use their phalanx formation, because that will give them a big advantage, but only if they're actually able to properly assume that formation before they're attacked. Alright, well, they're not being attacked. Let's tell them to assume that phalanx right now. And we're going to move them forward just a bit. Just trying to give the peltists a little bit of breathing room. Oh, here they come. Okay, let's have the general form up over here. Guys, your spears. Use your spears. I don't think they were in proper formation, to be honest. Okay, what are these peltists doing? Get in formation. What are you doing? Get in formation, you stupid peltists. Alright, you guys fire on them, which you should be able to do from where you are. Yeah, get over here. Okay, how about over here? Seriously, are you guys gonna move or not? Okay, how about over here? Okay, just get over here. Like, seriously, walk in that direction. Go. Oh. I am an idiot. They are in skirmisher mode. All right, just line up here. Oh, I actually took this unit out of skirmisher mode, but forgot to do it to the other unit, apparently. Okay, just form up, form up. All right, Peltis, are you guys still firing? Oh, no, you're not. You're out of ammo. Well, you guys now fire. And let's see, you guys... come on over here, if you can. Actually, you know what? They're just going to try and run right through all the fighting. Let's not have them do that. What we'll do is we'll let these Peltis go ahead and finish firing all of their ammunition, and then we'll go around. And this time they should actually go around. The hoplites, I think, are doing a pretty good job, except for this guy, who is a little out of formation here. You should probably turn around. Ah, our Peltis killed one of our own guys. Actually, the enemy is close enough now that I think we're just killing more of our own guys, or injuring our own guys. But you see all these guys back here? The Peltis killed all of them. All right. Peltis, can you get over here without actually, like, engaging them? Answer is not really. I mean, there is one guy who is stuck in there. All right, so now here's the question. We'll continue. See, again, I think units do gain experience from killing even like these guys here. And since it'll only take us a moment, really, to kill them, we should be good. Like, we're not going to lose, like, an absurd amount of men just killing these last few guys here. Of course, I don't think we're going to gain an absurd amount of experience either, but, I should probably look up these things.
Waiting for orders. All Rome will be amazed at such a victory. The day is ours.
I don't know. I don't think it was all that impressive of a victory that all of Rome would be amazed, but okay, that's fine. We only lost 18. We're good. All right, let's just go ahead and occupy. All right, we'll probably have to do some repairs and stuff to the wall, but that is another settlement taken. I believe this region is also a recruiting... well, actually, it definitely is a recruiting ground for mercenary hoplites, because I already have one. I don't think they're as plentiful as they are over here, though. But it matters not. All right, so with that, once again, I will bring you guys back as more things of interest happen.